What's up guys, it's Talon here. In today's video we have our fourth installment of VOD reviews of me fighting professional Fortnite players. Let's just jump right in. First up we have FNCS champion Peterbot, and this is going to be from Late Game Arena. Peterbot has an astounding $162,960 earned in competitive Fortnite. I will say this isn't much of a fight because this is endgame and you're going to see how I die here. There really isn't much I could do. Kind of tarping in the endgame. I try to challenge Peter here off height, and it doesn't really work out for me too well. I don't get the spray down. I hit him for 33. He bounces up very smartly, and I realize I'm in store on backside. I actually don't have a launch pad. I have glider redeploy, so I decide to try and fly through, and you're gonna see I get fried out of the air but by both of them, and I ended up dying to Peterbot. Not much I could have done. Not challenge height early, maybe. That could have been the only thing. Instead of just focusing and taking that little bit extra of storm, just flying early, get ahead. That's probably what I should have done, but it's late game arena. I'm not trying to sweat my balls up here and hold everybody off. But GG's to him, FNCS champion. Let's get in the next one. Next up, we have a top NA East Pro Walkers with a pretty respectable $10,350 earned, and this is going to be from one of the duo cash cups from last season. Now this duo cash cup is where shadow bombs were involved, and you're gonna see here what gets us killed is just kind of bad positioning on our rotation. Now this isn't a super stack game. We are actually in a box fight with them right now. I'm actually gonna go to the very back. So I wanted to go up a layer. I make this calm. I wanted to go up a layer above them, but we ended up boxing on the same layer, and this is what kind of initiated the box fight. I'm on 90 ping with being on west. I do crack his teammate. I can't remember who he was playing with. Now, I'm trying to claim everything. I do eventually get it, but he gets the top. And unfortunately, I'm not able to get the shock off, and I end up going down. But if we could have prevented that whole engagement, if we had just gone up a layer, however, we probably did need the refresh with me only being around 350 mats. I don't remember how many materials my duo had at the time, but it was just really poor positioning what ended up getting me picked off in this fight. And unfortunately, even with the crack, we weren't able to capitalize. So very unfortunate, but GG's goes next. Let's hop to the next one. Next up, we have a very kind of unknown West Pro. However, this pro has a good amount of money earned, $43,328 earned, and this fight occurs in round 2 of FNCS from last season. Now, unfortunately, I am stuck in a 1v2 situation with my duo, dying off spawn. So this fight is going to be incredibly tough to begin with. I'm running back towards to get the card, and they kind of camped it knowing where I had gone. So I'm going to splash up here. I do have a good amount of mats, but I could have used more. I get fried from the back. They set up a good pinch. I'm just getting heavily pressured. And again, I do hit a chalker, a max damage pump. He's only 8 HP. Very unfortunately, but it was going to be incredibly difficult to win. To be honest, this wasn't great. Awareness 1, not excellent, getting fried in the back. Protection coverage, not great either. Should have switched to hard mats as well. I did have 500 brick to play with. Not the best engagement. However, I did hit the big shot. Unfortunately, couldn't have got him down. Maybe could have turned it around, gotten the finish, gotten to refresh a match. Maybe would have backed off since this being round 2 and no one wants to end their games. But GG's go again, learn from the mistakes, just create better space and better awareness, and maybe that fight would have gone a little bit differently. And it also helps if your teammate does not die off spawn. That would make the situation a little bit better. But let's hop to the next one. Next up, we have an upcoming pro named Shore, who has a respectable $6,025 earned. This is going to be from the NA West Solo Cash Cup from last season. Now, as you can see here, I'm going to be rotating on dead side, trying to get in front of this person ahead of me. Unfortunately, I get pressured down. This causes me to get on a layer, which I did not want to get held on. I get fried, and then you're going to see me get awareness checked from behind, essentially, just due to the fact, 1, poor spacing. The initial plan here wasn't bad. The plan was to get above this opponent, right? Unfortunately, another thing, not switching to hard mats costed me here, getting me knocked down easily. If I get up above this opponent, I avoid getting held and get kind of put on a bad position because 1, I get fried here. I'm going to get pushed from behind, and that person that was holding me is also going to kill me, and then Shore's going to come back in, rotate and kill me. Now, my dead side is fine. I just wanted to keep that elevation, but then again, I could have also just prioritized early, getting more to this dead side and refarm and taken a little bit slower. but with it not being the most stacked lobby, I get held, and then I get awareness check while throwing a chug splash, which is incredibly unfortunate. And as you can see, I then switched to hard mats just a little bit too late. The chug splash, this was also back when there was a shield edited, so I'm actually only 60 HP here, but my visual says I'm a lot healthier than what I actually am. So I'm at 70 HP here, but it looks like I'm 160. It was unbelievable that they were running tournaments with this because, again, it just means you have to be very hyper-focused on your HP. Incredibly annoying bug. Thankfully, it got fixed. And just, again, poor, just one execution of what I wanted to do, and not using hard mats also got me focused. Positioning, not bad. The plan, not bad. The execution, poor. Let's hop in the next fight with the next pro. Next up, we have a bout in late game arena with Bronos. $4,750 earned, very respectable, and Bronos is much more well known for being a top arena player, competing with Claw, and then previously for having the most arena points. Now, as you can see here, I'm in a 1v3 situation. And first mistake I do, one, you never want to push this particular angle. This is just being aggressive, hoping I can get something. I'm also high ping, so I don't know why I'm playing like I'm going to get this wall, which I don't, of course. But if I had just played a little bit safer, I want to take it as much counter damage. I try to get it. I keep my crosshair out. He hits a fantastic peek. And as you can see, being on that high ping, yes, I've already made the move to kind of protect myself. It's just a little bit too late. Now I'm 11 HP, and then I just pretty much get into this, not panic mode, I would say, just trying to get out of the way. And I could tell, I said, who is this? Who is this? Like, that shot told me that the player is very, very solid. And with me solo treeing it, it's just obviously not the best. I'm doing my best to just create space, use all my mats so they don't really get anything out of the pickup. This is almost an incredibly hopeless situation. I get one of my fish off. I'm in the world's most scuffed lair. I'm panicking, just trying to create as much space. Move over, move over. I unbelievably hold a wall there. I get chunked again. I hit him for 39, and then I'm finally finished in that 1v3. There's not a lot you can really do here. It doesn't matter if you're booging the situation against people that know what they're doing. It's just going to be almost impossible. And that all just really started off with being just kind of one, taking a very, very bad aggressive angle, just playing too much on the wall. You have no escape route other than run back. Even though that I tried to protect the wall, being on high ping is just going to get through most of the time. If I just stay there, pressure from a distance, I don't get chunked as hard and take a much better angle. Maybe that fight goes a little bit differently, but once you're cracked for that amount of damage, you pretty much just got to run, run, run. They kept a good job of pressure, and he gets an easy elimination. But let's hop into the next engagement with the next pro. Next up, we have a fight from a member of Moon Unit Gaming, and this is going to be Pure. He has a respectable $4,325 earned, and is going to be the only fight on this list which I win, and this is going to be due to the fact that it was endgame. This was for the victory. I actually hit a mid-air shotgun shot on him. However, he just kind of gets stuck and held in zone from another team. As you're going to see here, I'm just going to do a good job of pressuring. I somehow don't get this kill either. And you can see it's an ominous 267, but you're going to see early on that, yes, it is going to be Mr. Pure. He takes a pad, and as he's falling midair, I'm going to hit the shot, hit him for nothing, and get the finish to win the round of late game arena. And as you can see, Pure 006, and as you can see, 9 kills, so obviously fragging out, but able not to get the victory. So not much I could have really done better there. I just played it really smart, got ahead, did what I should have done in that Peterbot game, getting ahead and holding, and I did there, and that's why you do that. So maybe a little bit more sweaty. I think it was also because I had a lot more kills. Really wanted to play, you know, for that victory, do it with my my good friend Mr. Zach there. But let's hop into the next one and see what I could have done better with this next pro fight engagement. Next up, we have a fight from a NAW pro named Slicknick, who has a decent $1,500 earned and just recently got signed to Zen Gaming. Now, this, out of all of the engagements on the entire list, was the most infuriating. I could not believe I died like this, just due to the fact that I tied to him camping in a bush in the solo cache. Now, he tagged me for a little bit of damage. You can see how high ping I'm on. And he actually just pieces me up here, kinda. As you see, I'm kind of flailing, surprising. Now, the thing that's weird is I avoided the bush here, and he still decided to... I just run right by it. You know what he actually did, now that I'm realizing it? He's sitting in there with that protected coverage, making me, it's an even smarter play than now that I've even looked back. He's making it look like that someone's not in their bush because someone's already built in it. And so I just simply happen to walk by. I don't even go through it. And then he tags me for a little bit. Of course, he's going to push that advantage. Now, I just need to do a better job. I do cone him off right here. Now, I try to do it again. Unfortunately, it doesn't work. He gets the front wall and then just pieces me and finishes the fight. I think he's also going to hit a little dance on me. But very, very unfortunate. I think this is one of the most, yep, he does hit a little dance on me, infuriating deaths I've ever had in a cash grip. But a very intelligent play in terms of him to get an easy pickup. I always said, I was like, man, if tier 1 pros are still camping in bushes, I mean, I had 20, this was game 2, I believe, or game 3. I had like 26 points. It wasn't like it was crazy stacked. And the players that are signed to professional gaming orgs are doing that. It's a viable strat. You need to do it. It's just part of the game, even though it was probably the most infuriating death on this list. But let's jump in the next fight with the next pro. Next up, we have a fight with a NA West pro named Dom, who has a decent $4,550 earned, and this is going to be from one of the Quick Trios Cash Cup. Now, when we were in this fight, we were well aware that we were fighting them due to the fact they had been dominating the kill feed, and this is early game. I believe this is the first game, so there's not a lot of people left, 23. And this fight, we actually ended up killing him. My teammate ends up killing him, but I do not. End up dying here. And we're getting rushed pretty aggressively. Now, as you can see, the high ping is just, I'm holding but still getting dropped down. This keg is also going to be very unfortunate for me for a lot of reasons. I only hit him for 67 up close, and then I get one pumped. If I just hit my shots there, I actually time it well when he drops. If I just hit the shot, look how just visually horrible this is with the keg and the shields cracking, and just, I think there's also a shield bubble. There is a shield bubble. So it's just a big visual disturbance is what I'm going to chalk that up to with really poor aim. Usually my aim is not this bad, but it was just a missed shot. Shield bubbles, shield cracking, and just look at all of this just visual disturbance. There's a shield hug, there's a shield keg, and there's a just cracking shield. And unfortunately, I'm taken out via one pump. They got him pretty quickly. The high ping also being a factor into me getting fried through 100 of the builds, and Dom gets the elimination. Now, I could have just prevented this by one, staying up, not taking a lot of damage, holding a much better angle, holding strong, and then playing a little bit slower, letting me get my heals off instead of just dropping down immediately. But if I hit that shot, it's actually an easy knock, and I think we win that fight. I believe we ended up knocking one, finishing one, and then we ended up going down right at the end of this circle. Well, guys, that's going to do it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed all these VOD reviews against these pro players. If you did, drop a like on this video, hit that subscribe button, and turn on post notifications. And I hope I'll be seeing you in the next one. Peace.